Hello students, welcome to the session 7 of unit 3rd of the subject Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communications. The session today talks about the fundamentals of advertising campaign, the creative brief and the advertising appeal. So, this particular session talks about 3 different concepts, one about the campaign, second about the creativity, third about the appeal, which are indeed interrelated with each other and yes, somehow associated, but the core ingredient part of the whole advertising. So, let us start with the first, advertising campaign. Let us try to understand what are the fundamentals of advertising campaign. As per the definition given by Donald Parenti, advertising campaign is a series of advertisements and the activities that help produce them, which are designed to achieve interrelated goods. So, one thing what we need to understand, that when we talk about advertising campaign, it is a series of advertisement. Series of advertisement, that is something which is not talking about only one particular advertisement. It is talking about the series of advertisement, that means a combination of advertisement and the activities which will help in fulfilling the overall objective of the campaign. Advertising campaign is an organized series, that means it is all planned one with identical or similar messages. That is something which we need to take note of, that over here the messages of single voice, single message, that means the agenda is similar. So, if we want to go for announcing the sales promotion thing, so we are launching, say, buy one get one free. So, all the advertisement or activities launched at that time will be aligned with the campaign. We are going for print media, we will be publishing in newspaper, buy one get one free. We will advertise it through television, buy one get one free. We will float internet based advertisements, again we will go for buy one get one free. And when the customer will come to the retail outlet, the personal selling people, the direct marketing people, they will also give the same message of buy one get one free. So, it is a identical or similar message for a particular period of time, that is a limited period of time. Further, the campaign is launched with the same single theme, the same thing what we have talked about, and unified approach through different medias. Again, the medias will be different, as just now I discussed. We may go for print media, we may go for television, we may go for audio. The different medias can be used, but the unified message will be there, theme will be similar. Objective is what? It is to have psychological continuity. That means something which is psychologically impacting. How it will psychologically impact? Because same message will be given to the customer again and again. When the person will switch on to TV, they will get the same broadcast. When they will go to mobile phone, the same advertisement will be there. When they will be opening paper, newspaper or e-paper, the same kind of creative will be there in front of them. So, when the message will be driven to the customer through various medias and the same message will be given, somehow it will impact psychology. The physical continuity is provided by similarity of visuals and oral. So, again the same kind of visuals and orals are used for a campaign, which will further help in generating the continuity, generating the momentum. Moving ahead, let us talk about the overall outline of the campaign. So, that is the JWT structure, which is J. Walter Thompson structure. So, J. Walter Thompson structure talks about 5 different questions and the response to that particular question. So, first question is, where are we? Second, why are we there? Third, where could we be? Fourth, how could we get there? Fifth, are we getting there? And now, what are the responses for these questions? When we talk about where are we, what is the response? We develop a situation analysis. We may go for SWOT analysis, we may go for overall realization that where the company is standing. We may go for perpetual mapping, we may go for brand mapping, right. So, why are we there? what are the problems, what are the issues, where could we be, अगर ये problems नहीं होंगी, if we are not in the similar situation, then where we could be, that is identify the opportunity, that is the growth aspects also. How could we get there? We need to develop message, media, marketing, communication. That means we need to strategize for future. We need to define various strategies for the future implementation, so that we can reach where we want to reach. Are we getting there? Once we start implementing these strategies, we need to understand, are we going there? So, we ensure that we have a plan to measure the campaign effectiveness, to measure that overall our objective of marketing communication is getting fulfilled. So, as per this JWT structure, we can plan our advertising campaign. So, this could be an outline for the complete campaign of the advertisement. Now, when we talk about campaigns, there are 4 broad types which can be used. One, the type 1, that is the word hook. So, the word hook talks about hooking on the same word, repeating the same word again and again, and again the repetition will somehow feed that particular thing in our mind. Like for example, Pepsodent used germy check. So, they went for the word hook. They repeated this word germy check, germy check. So, whenever we listen to this thing, or we feel like that yes, we want some a kind of toothpaste which will help in fighting the germs. So, Pepsodent is the name which will click in our mind. Why? Because they have gone for the word hook, and that word connects us with the particular brand. Second, the character hook. When we attach our brand with a specific character, for example, we can see the character of McDonald's, we can see the character of Amul, the Amul girl. So, whenever we see that particular character, we identify, we relate and we connect with that particular brand. Then the repeatable theme. There are various brands which goes for the same theme again and again, like Nike is one of the example. So, that particular theme also, the repetition of the theme also connects us with the brand. And the consistent layout. So, consistent layout is the 4th campaign. The same layout will be used for the particular brand, for the particular promotion, and that again can be used for the advertising campaign. So, 4 broad advertising campaigns where we can go for hooking of word, hooking of character, we can go for repetition of theme, or we can go for consistent layout. Now, what are the parameters of advertising campaign? The very first thing which we need to take note of while planning a campaign is we need to take note of our problem. When we talk about problem, we actually try to define the objective of campaign. We actually try to define that what we want from that campaign. Second, the financial resources allocated for the campaign. The pre-testing, that is the actual situation of product or the brand in the market. We take note of the actual situation. Why we take note of actual situation? So that we can ensure a proper judgment of effectiveness of advertisement. We take note of target audience. Why? Because according to them only we will draft a message. We will try to map our content with the audience part. So, we need to understand their behavior, right. First thing which we need to take care of, which we need to note, that what are the target audience behavioral aspect. Second, what kind of message theme they will be liking, what kind of media, what kind of scheduling we can have. So, all these aspects we decide upon through target audience only. Then the media selection, the most suitable media mix for the kind of product we have, that is as per the nature of brand plus the target audience, In alignation with both of them, we select the media. Then the language. Language here plays the role because the advertisement could be a local one, it could be a regional one, it could be national, or it could be global. So, on the basis of regional aspect, we need to decide upon the language. It could be possible that the same advertisement campaign is launched in more than one languages, depending on the area where it will be broadcasted. And whenever we want to connect with the people, it is always better, it is always advisable to speak in the language which is the connecting one. Then the visual and the copy, right? We create a kind of draft of the advertisement, we create a copy of the advertisement. The timing and the duration, overall advertisement duration, what will be the duration, when it will be broadcasted, what will be the frequency of advertisement, that is the another parameter. Then the post testing part. After we have launched the advertisement, we need to test that how effective the advertisement was. Now, post testing is done because we have done the pre-testing part. So, I hope it is clear that post means after the advertisement campaign and pre means before the advertisement campaign. Effect on sales, overall how much incremental rate is there in terms of sale, in terms of profitability, in terms of revenue generation. So, these are the parameters of advertising campaign. Let us move ahead. Moving towards further, there are two broad sides of advertisement. So, when we talk about advertising, there are two broad categories. One is the media and message strategy, right. So, that is one part which majorly we need to work upon while defining an effective advertising. Second is the creative activities. Now, media and message plays its role because it gives the information, it gives the knowledge or education to the customer, and as discussed, we need to ensure that the message is going in the same way, the interpretation is going in the same way, and we can reap the maximum benefits. That is why we need to be very much particular about which media are we selecting and what kind of message we are delivering. Second, the creative activity part, because this is something which will influence the people. If the person will be driven by achievements of the company or the competitive benefits of the company or the price benefit of the company, if the consumer will get driven by these things, then we need to go for similar kind of creativity. And if the customer will be driven by emotions more, then the same creative aspect should be there. So, for making this campaign a successful campaign or the effective campaign, we need to work upon the creative activities along with the media strategy. So, we will talk about these two only now in the next 2-3 slides. Let us start with the first, that is media and message strategy. When we talk about message planning, what are actual agendas? In message planning, again we take note of creative strategy. We take care that our creative strategy is successful enough, and the phase bring together the art and science of advertising. So, it brings the creative part along with the facts and logics. So, that is the first aspect which we have to take care of. An idea must be creative, that is original, something different, something new and unexpected. That means something which will leave an impression on the customer. And strategic, that means right from the product and target, it means advertisement objective. That means whatever the expectations are there, whatever the strategies we have planned, it should fulfill that. Second, creative message strategy, that means the overall creative strategy and the message strategy, that is about the what the advertisements say. That is the second thing what our planning talks about, that exactly what message will be delivered, what message will be conveyed. And third aspect of planning is execution, how it is set, how we will be delivering the same thing, how we will be conveying it, we will be doing it with actions, we will be doing it with emotions, or we will be doing it through spoken words or even the written words. So, how it will be said. Then the message objectives that are based on the facet model, the model given by facets. So, that is on the 6 different aspect. The very first is the perception, that is about the see and hear. Right. So, first objective is fulfilled through perception. When we want to create a perception in the mind of people, we just try to ensure that the person is using eyes and ears, both the senses. So, it helps in creating attention, it helps in generating awareness, it somehow develop interest also, and it creates recognition. Second, that is emotional. So, when we talk about emotional, feelings are used, feelings are generated. So, it touch emotions and create feelings. Third is the cognition, that is the mind function. Over here, customer think and customer learn from the advertisement. So, it delivers information, it helps in developing understanding, it overall helps in creating a recall of the brand or the product. Next objective, that is persuasion, the convincing part. With this, a belief is developed in the mind of customer. So, it changes the attitude, it creates kind of conviction that yes, this is the right choice, this is the right product I have purchased, and obviously it generates the brand preference. Next is the association. So, we connect the product or the brand with something which is known to us, something which is which is as per our pre-understanding, it is there with us. It could be positive or negative, though the marketer always goes for the positive connection or the positive association, but yes, overall as an association, the linkage could be something related to the positive aspect also or the negative aspect also. So, it establishes brand identity, associations, it transfer product into a brand, that is a distinctive personality and the image, right. So, over here when I talk about association, it is also about the various kind of promises, various kind of trust also which we actually want our product to build. For example, if I let us take the example of Parker pens. So, Parker wanted to reflect that yes, they are royal, they are premium. What they did? They associated themselves with the Amitabh Bachchan, the somebody whose personality is more towards the royalty. So, people connected it, similar connection is generated. So, that is again one of the function of advertisement, one of the function of advertising campaign. When I talked about the developing association, developing connect, or when it connect the linkages, when it lasts the impact, similar is the objective and similar objective is fulfilled through this particular linkage. And this is the third aspect what we talk about, who will be saying it, what will be said, how it will be said, and who will be saying it. So, that who will be saying it helps a lot in generating the association. This association can also link up with various certain social issues also, like if there is a campaign which is about don't drink and drive or drive slowly, somebody is waiting for you at home, it connects you with the concern, with the care the company is having for you or for the family or as a society at large. Next, the behavior. Behavior is about taking action. It is about trial of the product, that is experimenting, taking risk, going for purchase or the repurchase of the brand of the product, or even a kind of giving review or the kind of reference of the product, or just recommending that product, spreading positive word of mouth. All these are under the category of act and behavior. So, as per the facet model, message objectives are based on these 6 different aspects. Moving ahead towards the creative part. So, when we talk about creative brief, now what our agenda is? Our agenda is to make this particular message more creative, to make this particular message more impressive, more informative, and somehow having a better connect, right. So, creative brief, what it is, it actually spells out the creative strategy and key execution detail. It talks about two things, one, what is the creative strategy, second, what will be the key execution detail. It is prepared by the account planner. So, account planner is the one who prepares it. So, account planner is the one who is planning the complete campaign for that particular account, that means for that particular advertiser, and he summarizes the whole thing, the concept, the plan to the marketing and advertising strategy to the creators further. Further, it provides direction to the creative team as mentioned over here also, and develop a creative concept. Now, why account planner take hold of it? Because he is the one who is aware about the strategies of the company, of the advertiser, both the parties. He is the one who knows that what exactly the advertiser is striving for and what is the strategizing part or objective part of your own company. So, the account planner is the person who is aware of both the things, and he is the one who is responsible to ensure that the same message and the objective is conveyed to the creative team, and the concept is again referred in the similar notion. Further, there are some key points in the creative brief which we have to take care of, which we have to consider. First, we have to ensure that the problem is solved. We have to ensure that whatever campaign we are launching, whatever creativity we are using for the campaign ensures that the problem will be solved. So, we should take note of problem, accordingly we should take note of our objectives, and the creativity should be used in such a manner that communication should be done for solving the problem. Second, we need to take care of target audience. We need to check what are the key insights, what is the kind of attitude they are having, what is the kind of behavior which they reflect while buying that particular product. Third, we need to take care of brand position. That means exactly what is the brand position of the company is in comparison to the other competitive brands. For that, we need to take care of branding decisions such as personality of brand, image of brand, and over here it is important because here we take the steps for the association also, for the linkage also. We may ask celebrities to endorse our brands and all. Over here this personality should match, the product personality and the personality of the celebrity who is endorsing the brand should match with each other, then only the advertisement will be a creative one. Communication objective, that specified the desired response of the message by the target audience, that means the kind of response which we want, that should be generated. In this again we need to take care that message whatever is communicated should be interpreted in the right way. Suppose if I want to talk about buy one get one free, so it should create that urge also that there is a buy one get one scheme and I should go and buy it. Only speaking out that yes, this offer is there won't solve the purpose. Creativity will be generated when that message will create urge or kick among the people to go and buy the product also. Next is the preposition or selling idea, that is how creativity can be used to motivate the target audience or bringing them to action, bringing them to the situation where they respond. Then media consideration, that is another thing where and when messages should be delivered. Again the creative direction that provides suggestion and how to stimulate the desired customer response. It is a overall creativity that how better we can draft an advertisement copy, how better we can make it in the form of influential one. These are not creative ideas, but may touch on execution and stylish direction as the ad's tone of voice. Simply, that is just an example. Like the creativity can be added only by the tone of voice, can be added when the expression is launched, when excitement can be seen in the advertisement. So, moving ahead, when we talk about creative strategy approaches, there are 4 broad approaches, that is very first head and heart. Head and heart approach, as the name clearly says, the first approach, we focus either on head or we focus on heart, the same thing. Either we provide information, only information, or heart, we take care of feelings. The similar is hard sell and soft sells. In soft selling, we take care of emotions along with the information. Hard sell is again by explaining the features and benefits of the product. Then there are Fraser's 6 creative strategies and Taylor's 6 segment strategy wheel. Let us talk about them. When we talk about Fraser's 6 creative strategy, so it is about preemptive thing. Preemptive strategy, that means something which is fixed, which is repeated. Unique selling proposition, that means the USP of the company, the unique idea of the company, the unique feature of the company, which is taken as a base for the creative advertisement. Like we can take example of Apple, they have their USP of being the most qualitative one, right. Then the brand image, that could be another strategy. The positioning part, that means the position which you have in the mind of customer, you want to retain that position, you want to expand that position. So, the existing positioning can be used. Over here we can use that this much number of consumers are already using the product, this much people have shown their likes toward the product or given their hearts to us in the form of various reviews and in the form of various feedbacks. Then resonance, that is again a feeling which is generated, which is created, the kind of affection which we have, and last, that is the affective one, something which creates an everlasting effect. So, as per the Fraser, these are the 6 creative strategies which can be used as a approach for the creativity, for the creative strategy. As per Taylor, again there is a division in 2 form, the transmission view and the ritual view. The transmission view is a act of brain and the ritual view is the act of heart. So, when we talk about transmission view, we talk about the rational feelings, that means the concrete information, the concrete features, factor, usage of the product. The acute need, that means exactly how you can use it and exactly how the product can solve your purpose, and then how your routine or life can be improved by using the product. And in the ritual view, we talk about various feelings, we talk about ego, we talk about social images, we talk about certain sensory feelings or the sensory emotions, and on the basis of these 6 feelings, 6 different aspects, Taylor have defined 6 segment strategy wheel. Moving ahead, then it is about the advertisement copy. When we talk about advertisement copy, we decide upon the 4 different aspects. We need to decide on the basis of message, again what will be conveyed, how it will be conveyed, who will be conveyed, layout overall, what will be the framing, headline, copy, etc., etc. Appeal, we will be talking about appeal, and then the theme, like what exact theme you will be using. You will be using love, you will be using affection, you will be using fear, the same theme will be used. All these things are interconnected. On the basis of appeal, theme will be drafted, on the basis of theme, layout will be drafted, on the basis of layout, message will be drafted, on the basis of message, appeal, all these are interconnected, and by using all these creative features, we draft a creative ad copy. And then the appeal part. What are the appeals? Appeals are the way through which we convey the message. The very first is the rational appeal. Again, as discussed, it is about information part. So, it talks about feature of the product, it talks about favorable prices, it talks about comparative advantages, it talks about various announcements like buy one get one free or extra quantity in the same prices, any kind of announcement. So, when it is about providing information, when it is something about impacting brain, that is the rational appeal. Second is the emotional appeal, where we take care of feeling. Now, appeal could be a feeling of pride, affection, comfort, fear, humor, safety, etc. The third appeal could be the combination of rational and emotional both, where you provide some concrete facts, figures along with some emotions, that could be affection, that could be fear. Now, this is something which is considered as a best decision, because heart and brain both get impacted because of this appeal. And then the moral appeals, this is specifically used for the advertisement where we use some where which have been broadcasted for some social messages or educating the people or alerting the people about some concerns. So, for that we go for moral appeals. So, by this I would just like to conclude what we have talked about. We talked about the advertisement campaigns, the JWT structure, the different types of campaigns, the parameters which we need to take care of campaign, the two sides of advertising, that is message and creativeness. So, the message for a facet model of the message, and then creative brief, key points, how we can make it more creative, the approaches, the models given for this creativity, the ad copy, attraction, and overall in the last the overall appeal which can be used. So, by this, thank you so much.